How's it going, everybody? I think Ben. How you doing, Ben?
Ben is here.
Sweet.
So the obligatory. Can you hear us?
Yeah. Can you hear us? Let us know. Gory had an awesome stream earlier on her channel.
I did.
Had the Night Watch Zone and Horror Monty G. And then we filmed an unboxing, and now we're just gonna have some chat here.
Yeah, we're just gonna chat. That's what we do. So I wonder if anyone's here.
I mean,
if not, I'll hang out with you. Last time I hung out with you on a stream, though, we waxed my eyebrow off.
That was on your channel, I believe, though. Things get crazy over on Gory's channel.
Shit get crazy. Shit about to not get crazy. No, shit gets crazy. It gets crazy over there. Zachary Bird, hey man.
What's up, Zach Bird?
If you guys were in the stream on my channel earlier and I didn't say hi to you, I'm sorry. When I have guests on, I really try to focus on the guests unless it's just a hangout. You know, it's a pretty important topic, so focused on them. But this is all about y'all, and we're gonna talk to you.
Zach,
look, I'm wearing fancy gloves for you too.
In case you don't know, Zach Bird also plays Canadian Jason on Horror Addicts. Plus, he presented at the Oscars for Crow Feather Media.
Plus, that intro you just heard, he played.
Yeah, he's
and
great.
Wrote.
Yeah, that's why he did Best Soundtrack. Did a great job, by the way. Zach, thank you.
Everything looks more elegant wearing gloves. Like, even something as douchey as vaping. Like, look how elegant I look.
Like you're modeling the vape.
So elegant.
You're a vape model now. It makes you just look like you're modeling stuff. Like anytime you're holding something, you're like...
I like wearing gloves. I wore these gloves when we got married.
Yeah?
Exact same gloves.
Oh, those ones. Yeah.
The exact same gloves.
Nice.
Okay. Hey, Spooky Primo, what's happening? What up?
What's a spooky?
I'm not spooky.
I don't know what's going on in this movie. Spooky Primo, tell me you have seen The Spookies, right? I mean, that's a movie that you should definitely see.
Everyone should see it.
Well, anybody should, but especially with your name being Spooky Primo.
So, Dan, this is your channel. What are we talking about, man?
Well, Zach's coming to town in a couple of weeks. We might get some more Canadian Jason.
And do you want to talk about your big plans for the summer, or are you not ready?
Yeah, I'm planning on making a short film. But, well, I got a screenplay called Gory B-Movie. It's,
Notice he never asked my permission to use my likeness in a screenplay, but it's cool, we're married, I'll let it go.
I did actually ask you.
You did? I was probably drunk.
It's the best time to ask.
Sure, do whatever you want.
More Southern Comfort and 7-Up.
Southern Comfort and 7-Up. Is that even a drink name? That's my favorite mix. What is that?
I don't know what it's called. Okay. All right. I was just making sure.
Robin, you're entirely awesome for doing that.
Yes.
That is Robin. You remember Robin from Crypticon?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
But, yeah, speaking of Crypticon, though, looking forward to that.
Me too.
We got a lot of cool people going to be there. Elvira's going to be there. We can give her her Oscar. That'd be great. They're doing like, they don't have Bruce Campbell listed, but they got the other two from Ash vs. Evil Dead.
I saw that.
His teammates.
Yeah, we'll go with
Dana, what's her name, and she's gonna be cool. And
yeah, the other guys from Ash vs. Evil Dead.
I can't remember his name, but
his name's not Pablo in real life.
Exactly. I know her name in real life is Dana something or Donna something. It should be great. It's got a stream of Sledgehammer. Nice. How
That's
they doing?
Awesome.
How's Ken and Ashley doing? Might have to go back and watch that stream. Who also did a great job at the Oscars, by the way.
It's true.
I believe George A. Romero won Best Poster. Yeah.
Yep.
Still winning awards. Long gone, but still winning.
Oh yeah, we should probably share this.
Yeah. Just share it on the Tweeter. That's kind of improv too. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
All dolled up. Might as well look good.
You are dolled up.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Boom, boom.
How's that? Good?
Cheesy.
All
Just got
right.
off vacation. Where were you vacationing at? Where did the Spookies take place? Some haunted mansion.
I don't know. Was it on the East Coast?
I don't know. It's some mansion. I don't even know where it's supposed to be.
What would you like to talk about?
Well, yeah, anyways, Crypticon. Looking forward to that. Gonna try and meet up with some prop like effects people who do makeup, especially. Because we're gonna need that from a short film I plan on filming this summer. Anything in Crypticon you're specifically looking forward to?
I like doing the panels and stuff. It's fun.
It's fun. It's not like Darcy. It's fun.
So what?
No. Just saying, it's fun.
I want to see my friends, like
What
Wickabear.
panels do you want to do?
All of them.
Oh, you can't do them all.
Tell me what I can do.
When you do too many panels, then you miss out on other stuff, too.
I want to see some people. Maybe buy some new headbands. Get some pictures. Take some autographs. Go to the prom. And maybe do some karaoke.
Oh, the Sledges were on vacation.
Oh.
Well, hopefully they had a good time. Hammer time. Hey, there's the Movie Massacre show. They're going to possibly go to Crypticon as well. That's who I'm
Nice.
looking forward to meeting. I hope they show up for that.
Very cool. Hey, Movie Massacre show.
If you guys do show up and we end up doing a YouTube panel again, then just come sit up with us.
Yeah, just do that.
We'll want you on that with us. They have usually horror tubers for a YouTube workshop, and we usually are up there with Mr. Creepypasta, though I don't know if he's going to be there this year, so it would probably be just us. So yeah, come up and join us if that happens. If not, either way, we hope to see you.
Zach wants to know what your short film is about.
It's about lols. Anyways, like I said, I wrote a script called Gory B Movie. I'll give you a little gist of what that would be like. It's kind of like the Blair Witch doesn't exist. Like the Blair Witch Project movie was never made. But in this universe, the people who are going out to make the Blair Witch movie, the Bewitched movie project, they don't think there's a real witch. They're just making a movie. They know that there's this town that has an urban legend about a witch. So they're like, oh, okay, we'll go ask the yokels and like hear about this witch, and then we'll go out there and they have a fake witch that they're supposed to find and all. But no, Gory is out there with laws, and they find her, and it's not good for them in a lot of ways.
I'm a perfectly nice person.
So the short film's going to be called Lols, and it's about a bank robber who hides out in those same exact woods after he's robbed a bank, and he gets tormented by Lols, who's just having some fun. And yeah, it's going to be fun for him, but scary for the bank robber. I call the bank robber Japles. That's his name.
Hi, Kevin.
What up? Kevin joining us. He's been doing some stream hopping.
Nice. Hey,
Hey.
Harden.
Sup? Alright, now we're getting some people.
Yeah. Dan wants to do more streaming.
Yeah, why not? Gory said, I just did a stream and we just did an unboxing. You want to do another stream while the night's young? And even though I didn't have anything planned, I'm like, yeah, well, why the hell not? It sounds fun.
It's like an after dark stream. We're just gonna hang out with you guys, and I don't know if you guys want to chat. What do you guys want to talk about? Do you guys have any questions? Ooh.
Alright. Spooky says he's going to be taking a short film workshop.
At a Crypticon.
Yeah,
That's cool.
maybe I should take it too. Or be on it. I don't know. I've made some short films, but not the one I'm going to make. Actually, I got another idea one too. Friends of ours who like to hunt, Brandy and Amy.
Mm-hmm.
They got bows and they got guns and they got a brand new house just up on the mountain there. So I was thinking about making a home invasion movie with them, where they fight back because they got some cool ass weapons.
Cool. Do I get to be in it? Hey, thanks, Harden.
Of course, he can be in it.
I had some awesome people on that stream.
So I got that.
Big fan of Night Watch Zone and the Horror Miser Monty G. They are both incredible people. And I've been having a lot of fun. I made new friends this year. The Night Watch Zone is a new friend of mine. And you make a new friend, and then you meet your new friends' friends. My new friends' friends are craving something scary, Killjoy Jake, and Fate Decided. And they're all part of the Lethal Collective. So I've been on Night Watch Zone a couple times. I've been on Craving Something Scary. They're all great guys, and they all stream all the time. So those are great channels to check out.
What movies do you want to be on the next upcoming season of Last Drive-In?
Halloween 3.
They already said they're not going to do it.
That's bullshit.
Joe Bob and Darcy have already said not
Shocker.
happening. All right, Shocker's good. Shocker's fine.
What do you want?
Trying to think of when's... Did they already do it? I don't think they did. People Under the Stairs? I haven't done that one yet, have they?
Nope.
Well, there you go. That should be the double feature with Shocker, since for some weird reason, you always insist on comparing the two movies. She's always like, yeah, People Under the Stairs are pretty good, but Shocker's better.
Shocker's awesome.
Why? They have nothing in common.
So what? They're both Wes Craven movies.
Okay, well, there you go.
Hey, Robin, how'd you like your Bam Harbox? Hey, Late Late Horror Show! How are you doing?
Oh, sweet. Movie Massacre is going to let us know. Ben Grimm loves your streams. I don't know if it means me or you. Probably both.
There.
The last one was a big one.
Ben Grimm is everywhere.
Yes. Hey, Dino.
I would also love, I mean, it's probably never going to happen. I would love Uninvited.
Yeah, I could see it happen. No, it would be great since they don't always do horror. Uninvited with joysticks, because it's kind of a drive-in exploitation movie.
Let's see what else. Suckling.
Suckling.
Hey, Robert the Wolfman. How's it going? Let's. You know what else I would love? Evil Dead 2.
Yeah, definitely.
Any Evil Dead movie, honestly. Any Evil Dead movie.
Or Army of Darkness.
And you know, they did just add those to Shudder, so that is a possibility.
Yeah, they got added with Halloween 3 and a few other movies. So.
Hey, thanks, Dino.
Right?
It was nice to see you.
Yeah.
Anyone who wants to come visit me on my channel, it's still a tiny little channel. But, you know, it's big in heart, and it's big in friendship. And that's what matters.
Bam didn't disappoint. I agree.
Oh, Robin, we just did the March Bam box, and I'm loving that they have pin sets in there now. So you get 2 pins in a box. It was rad.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, I came home from work just, 2 days ago, and the Bam box was just sitting out in the rain, so when I held it like this, all this water was just dripping out from under it. So I opened it up right away and dried everything off, and thankfully they're wrapped in plastic, so nothing got ruined.
It reminds me of that Space Ghost song, Somebody Left a Cake Out in the Rain.
Yes.
Oh, no! I was about to eat that cake, but now it's all wet, and I don't think I want it anymore.
You eat that damn cake, and you enjoy it.
I love you, baby. I love that song.
I can tell. But, everything got
Those are good ones, Ben. Oh, Ben! The Brain. Remember, we watched that one together. That'd be a good one, too.
Yeah, I like the brain.
Yeah.
You have a body parts now with the brain and the hand.
Sleepwalkers.
Oh, yes.
I love Sleepwalkers so much.
No vegetables.
Maximum
no
Overdrive.
Yeah, I was going to say that one.
I also think it would be cool if they got Elvira on as a guest and did one of her movies, like Elvira's Haunted Hills or, the Elvira Mistress of the Dark movie.
I would prefer Haunted Hills because it gets showed less on things.
It does.
And she just did Elvira Mistress of the Dark on her thing, so.
Until it got its Scream Factory release, it was really hard to find.
Yeah.
Like, you could get it on DVD, but it was so overpriced because it was so rare.
I mean, I prefer Mistress of the Dark, but I still really like Haunted Hills.
Chilly native kid Dom's here. Oh, It's our so we joke a lot now that we're getting older because we've been doing this for seven years now, and a lot of you guys are our age, which is awesome. But there's a lot of younger ones, and they've decided that they want to start calling us mom and dad. Oh. Well, we've kind of embraced it. You're all our children now, but Dom actually is one of our adopted children. He's been here all week. Yeah, and we love that. Because he actually wants to watch horror movies with us, which Law's had a unique upbringing. Like, his parents watch horror movies all the time, so I would have thought that was radtastic, because my parents did too. But, he gets a little tired of it. So it's fun when he has a friend over who's like, wow.
Though he did, yesterday or 2 days ago? No, it was yesterday. He insisted that we all get together and watch Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Yes, so. Laws does love that. There are a few horror movies Laws really likes. He likes Friday the 13th Part 2. He likes Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. And he loves Hack-A-Lantern.
Oh, yeah. He's a big Hack-A-Lantern fan.
Big Hack-A-Lantern fan.
But, yes. So, at his request, we all had a big horror movie night with Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I know it's more of a comedy, but still. I love that movie. I reviewed it.
You just finished Scream on Blu-ray, huh? Nice. So the new Scream, right? So is that the kill or the, which one? There's some pretty good ones in there. Probably. That, what? That one! Oh,
It was an honor.
Some of these kills, if you watch this without the audio, it looks bad for me. But you know what? You guys know what I'm talking about.
That one's a big spoiler, so I'm assuming that's the one he's talking about. Yeah. Made me really sad, but it was very necessary. The movie wouldn't have hit as good if it didn't do that.
I miss the Killer Tomatoes cartoons. The Killer Tomatoes cartoons, why can't I say that? The Killer Tomatoes cartoons are a lot like Return of the Killer Tomatoes, though, because they got, Fuzzy Tomato.
It's a sequel to the second movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of a spin-off cartoon of that.
Which had George Clooney in it, let's talk about George Clooney's career.
He's not in the cartoon, though.
He was in Zombie High.
And he didn't finish it. And he just disappears halfway through.
He was in Grizzly 2.
Didn't finish that movie either, really. He disappears after 5 minutes.
Is he in something else? He's in From Dusk Till Dawn.
He's in that horrifying Batman movie.
Yeah, that was pretty scary. We like to play this game during road trips where we'll try to list how many movies we can with an actor. We have a lot of movie games we play on road trips.
Sometimes we link to actors like that.
Mm-hmm. We like to play 6 Degrees of Clint Howard.
Yeah, I guessed it. That one. Tomato?
It depends, because if I'm talking about food, I say tomato. I think it's just a little left over from having a British accent. Yeah. But if I'm talking about Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, because I think I've always just heard that in American accent, I say tomato. So I say both.
I'll be she's one hot tomato.
You're a hot tomato.
Tomato.
You're a hot tomato.
You're a hot potato. I like potato for that.
Ooh, hot wing stream. We have so many cool hot sauces. We've got 2 Return of the Living Dead hot sauces.
Yeah.
And we have a Vampira hot sauce.
Vampira.
We should do that. We should do a hot wing stream.
Yes, we should.
Tomato.
Tomato. But yeah, we have plenty of hot sauces. Blueberry hell, some violent ones, and we could do hot ones, but just horror.
We have Da Bomb.
Yeah, we have Da Bomb. We also have the very final, the dab, the last dab.
The last dab
from Hot Ones. We have the last dab that they make them do a dab. So I don't know. Maybe we could do a horror version of it.
We should.
But we'd have to kind of get a guest. I feel like. But then we'd need a guest that's kind of.
Are we gonna do hot wings and even hotter questions?
We could.
Or are we going to do horror trivia, and if you done fuck up, you have to have a dab.
Oh, yeah. Especially if we
keep
had
adding
2.
more. Keep adding more.
We need them to be here with us to make them eat it. Maybe we can get the horror...
Hey, Fairpoint Station's here.
Maybe we can get the movie Massacre, because they're in Washington.
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe we could meet up with them and make it happen. Maybe we'll make... Yeah, maybe you don't want to go to Crypticon. Maybe we might make you eat hot sauce. We wouldn't make you.
Oh, cool, Rob. I'm going to check that out. Ben has the Exo sauce.
Ooh.
So I guess it's like an exorcist sauce.
or like.
Is it green?
They could have like peas. Is it also like pea flavored, like sweet like pea mashed peas with hot sauce?
That could be good.
Yeah, you could put a little pea in there.
I
You could put a little pea.
have the hiccups. Like, why is it when I drink I turn into Dumbo and I get the dang hiccups? Hiccups.
You seeing pink elephants?
Nah, yeah.
That was a pretty horrifying moment for
That
Disney.
used to scare the shit out of my mom.
Yeah, but it wasn't as scary as the donkey scene in Pinocchio, where the kids start turning into donkeys.
He has the Texas chainsaws.
Nice.
I love that. How come Joe Bob doesn't have
He
a sauce?
does, but it's
does?
It's sold out so quickly. Like I tried to get it, and it was already gone. Like within less than a
Doesn't
day.
Guar have one too?
Yeah, we used to have. They have they had the barbecue sauce, which
It
I
looks
got.
like-
Barbecue sauce has a little bit of kick to it, but they have a Bo Habanero, which I never did get that, sadly. I want to try Bo Habanero. You gotta go to the Guar bar to get it, though. They don't sell it online anymore.
Movie Massacre says, Danny, you entertaining next year's Royal Rumble?
As always.
We always have people over here, and we always do a raffle, so you guys should come here. Have you guys noticed? Okay, there's a certain
Zach
common
makes it to those.
certain common threads amongst the horror community. Like, I'm not saying everybody, because I don't want to make generalizations, but a lot of horror fans are also wrestling fans, and
Yeah.
vice versa.
I know that the Movie Massacre is a big wrestling
I
fan.
mean,
just
you
by
know,
his retweets.
Like, I think it's more common knowledge that a lot of them usually like metal.
Yeah.
But I don't know if a lot of people know that, like, I've just noticed that.
It's a pretty big crossover of fandom.
It is a crossover fandom.
Like, if you have the two circles, it's boom.
Like a Venn diagram?
Yeah. It's a big middle circle that has both fans. But, there's some fans of each that don't like the other one either. Yeah, he said he can't handle hot, spicy foods. But Canadian Jason says he's up for some hot wings.
I want some hot wings. That sounds really fun. Oh, and sausage is here.
Yeah, sausage is here.
That's our friend.
He's usually in the chat as Tony Rosa. But looking forward to that. Yeah, so if you want to come down for the Royal Rumble, let us know. We do that all the time. Canadian Jason Zach, he comes up for it. What we do is we draw out all the numbers, like 1 through 30. Like, just 1 through 30, you drive all the pieces. So if you win the winning number, like if you just picked it out of the hat, like number 22 wins, whoever it is, like Roman Reigns or whatever, then you get the money. Everybody throws in $5. So it's usually about $50 prize, sometimes more. And then if you can just say, like, your personal pick is, because we all, like, bring, like, hand me that mini bottle. We bring...
That's from Royal Rumble.
Yeah, this is actually a winning from a Royal Rumble. For the women's Royal Rumble, we usually do mini bottles or, what's that new stuff everybody's drinking? Seltzers, hard seltzers. And then for the men's, we usually have beer, like, good beer, though. Like, not like cheap draft beer. So, and if you pick the personal pick, then you get all the alcohol. But there's 2 chances to win money because there's 2 Royal Rumbles now, women's and the men's, and then a chance to win hard A, and then a chance to win beer. So, anyways, come on down for that. But that ain't gonna be until next January. Who's your favorite horror gimmick in wrestling?
Danhausen.
Danhausen, yes, there you go. Curse.
I like him.
Danhausen's great. Love that Danhausen.
Very evil.
Very nice.
Very nice. Very evil.
I like Abaddon.
I feel like him and I have the right idea. Because it's like, first you get the monies.
Yeah.
Then you get the powers.
And then you get to be friend with Chris Judas.
Yes. With Chris Judas. So, that's pretty much how I want to live my life, too.
What do you got going on here? This thing is a mic.
Hey, Wolfgang Music and Video. I've seen them before. How's it going?
How you doing, Wolfgang? Greetings. Now just joined in from Oregon and at my place of work. Oh, okay, so you don't live that far from us. You're down there with the Voodoo Donuts.
Pacific Northwesters. Yeah, I figure a lot of people here are from the Pacific Northwest, or they're just night owls, because it's already 9 o'clock here. So on the East Coast,
Yeah.
it's after midnight. That means they can't even feed their mogwais right now.
Oh, shit, they're fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Mogwai get hungry.
Mm-hmm. And they're mogwai hungry, it's fine. Like, if you're here, but it's not fine if you're there.
What do you think would win? Critters or gremlins?
Critters. Don't ask stupid questions.
Well, no. It really depends on, like... where the battle's taking place.
Okay. I'm gonna stop you from embarrassing yourself in front of our friends. Okay, Dan? That's what I'm gonna do. 'Cause I'm a good wife. Let me lay this shit out for you. 1. Critters have roofie quills. That's right. They shoot damn quills out of their backs that make you like fall asleep.
Yeah.
Gremlins can't do that shit, right? They're just gonna fuck up your movie player. Like they just do scamp stuff, right?
One of them's made out of electricity.
Gremlins are like...
How are you going to kill the one made out of electricity?
Okay, we're not even talking gremlins too. Gremlins, like, they have a whole bunch of weird relationships with water and all the other kinds of shit.
Exactly. If there is a water source nearby, those critters are fucked.
There's already a shit ton of critters. Also, you know what critters can do? Form a giant critter ball of destruction. Mow those motherfuckers down. Boom, boom, boom. Start playing Snow White. They get into a ball.
Unless it
Bye-bye.
If it starts raining, though, that ball of critters is going to be engulfed into a sea of gremlins.
2. Gremlins are like, what, a few hours old, maybe a few days old? The critters have been alive a long fucking time. They're from another planet. They're probably more advanced than us. They're really fucking smart. Not only do you have to contend with the critters, but you gotta contend with the bounty hunters who are after them. Bounty hunters gonna take a look at those gremlins. They're gonna get rid of them.
But the critters' ages don't seem to matter because, like, they're only a couple days old in part 2 and they act just like they did in part 1. They got hatched in Easter. They're only like a day or 2 old, and they act exactly like the same critters in part 1.
They're old souls.
Yes. I think critters and gremlins are just kind of born with their own personality, and they have it right out.
I will say this. I'll give you this. Like, critters, gremlins, I don't even want to talk about it. Like, forget about it. Forget about it. I will say this. If you're going to go with heroic versions of the characters, like, Gizmo would kick that cute thing and Critters attacks ass.
Well, yeah, that thing was kind of...
That thing was... No, friend. Nah.
Do you think that thing could take E.T., though?
Fuck no. E.T. would eat that thing.
Is he a Sith Lord?
Fuck yeah, he is.
Hell yeah.
Fuck.
Actually, I do have a wound on my finger.
You got me all worked up.
Right? Man, you get all heated in a death battle, don't you? Jason takes a Megal. I thought I heard that music. My ears were burning for that. Kill him, Mommy, kill him.
That's like the first words I taught Lals.
You used to say it a lot. We just had like
I will, Robin, because the Chiobo brothers are going to be at Crypticon. I'm going to get my Critter doll signed. You should show them yours sometime. They've seen Sweet D before.
It looks pretty much the same.
No, yours is like kind of a gray color.
And it's got bloody teeth.
Yeah. Mine's cuter.
No, mine's great.
No, mine's cuter.
Gory dropping them F-bombs. Yeah, trying to get me demonetized.
I'm really sorry. Oh. I feel guilty.
This stream's going to be 18 plus and up. Just watch.
I never swear on my own channel. Just saying.
Yeah, exactly. That's come over here to do it.
It's not my fault. He got me all worked up. I get passionate.
We're in the middle of the state. We're like
the
Wenatchee.
Exact center. So we are way south from Bremerton. What is the best movie in the Friday the 13th series? You know, that is a very...
Woo!
That's a very complicated question.
Is it?
Shut up, Dan. I would say part 6. Overall, I think part 6 is the best. The one I enjoy watching the most, probably part 2. The coolest looking Jason, part 7.
Yeah, Kane Hodder kills it. He's one of my favorite Jasons. Unfortunately, he's just not in one of my favorite Jason movies. All right, so let's put it this way, though. Best Friday the 13th movie that has a living Jason. Where he's alive.
There's only 4 of them.
Well, there's the reboot. There's 5 of them.
The reboot.
Well, I guess he's not in the first one, so I guess you're right. There's only 4.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, it'd be 2, 3, 4, and the reboot. Those are the ones with.
I think the reboot's really good. The reboot gets a bad rap. I also really like part 2.
You think it's better than 4?
Yes.
All right. It doesn't. At least.
I'll tell you this. I like Tommy Jarvis. I do think that there should be more of a crossover between the two houses early on in the movie, because all the stuff with the teenagers in their own house, like, I gave zero shits about which Doublemint twin was fucking which guy. Like, I did not care. That's the part where I kind of tune out and I get kind of bored. I wish there was a little more Tommy, a little less of them. I do like Crispin Glover and his friend, but there's just...
You just said you didn't. He was the one that was going after the twin.
Well, one of them, but then there's a whole other bit, and then the one girlfriend gets mad, and she goes out into a raft, and she dies. There's just way too much teenager drama, and I don't have time for teenager drama. Like, maybe his sister could have gone to the party. They could have merged them a little bit better. There's just some piss and time in there. There's some piss and time in there, and I just need to see those kids get killed. Like, I don't need to be their friend.
I think that Jared Padalecki did a better job playing the same character than the one guy who was like, he's killing me.
Yeah, and they could have done more with that guy, too.
Yeah.
I think the movie is good, but I do think it's overrated, because everyone always marks it as their favorite. And, you know, it's good, but it's not my favorite.
Now, Jason Takes the Omegle brings out a good point that people usually argue between 4 and 6. I would say 4 is my favorite with a living Jason. 6 is my favorite with an undead Jason. Though, my problem with 6 is it's pretty censored and a little too wacky. Like, it's almost PG-13. It's not. It's rated R, but it's almost PG-13.
The line a few places. Honestly, as far as... unpopular opinion, I think as far as overall, like, quality and overall a good Jason and stuff, the remake is really good. 6, I mean, a lot of them are good, but they have problems. Like, 6, like, the kills aren't that great, except for the backbreaker one.
Yeah.
That one's really good. I mean, 2 is damn near perfect.
Well, the heart rip in the beginning's good.
But I'm not as into Backwoods Jason, and I don't really like the Messy Dreams sequence. So a lot of these movies are really good, but then I have like kind of an issue with some of them.
What's your favorite non-Jason Friday 13th? That'd only be part 1 and 5.
1.
Yeah, I like 1 over
Though
5.
1, I wish that Mrs. Voorhees was introduced earlier, so it would be more of a whodunit.
And I wish they had, like, kind of a few more suspects, too, because they don't have a whole lot of suspects, but they don't even introduce her at all, so you can't really guess her.
An easier question is, which one do you think is the worst?
Ooh, of all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Actually,
Movie Massacre thinks
easy.
he likes X. He says it's goofy and fun.
I like X, too.
Yeah, it is goofy and fun.
What do you think is the worst?
Probably Jason Goes to Hell, even though I do like it, and I loved it as a kid. I saw it so many times because I lived at the drive-in. It was just out my window. But it's probably my least favorite.
Jason Goes to Hell, I like that it at least tried to be a movie. Like, I don't think it really worked.
I like it.
I don't think it's a very good Friday the 13th movie. It does have the best goddamn kill in the whole franchise.
Yeah, when the girl in the tent gets cut in half, it looks so cool.
Unpopular opinion, I think part 3 is the worst. I think part 3, it has a killer song to it, but they phoned it in. It's got the worst acting in the whole franchise.
You don't like the hippies?
Shirley's did. I like Shelley. I don't like the hippies. I don't get why they're hanging out with them. It's got the worst final girl. It's like really like kind of outdated in a lot of ways. Like, the girl was sexually assaulted. He's all like, "You won't even touch me." I'm like, she was sexually assaulted. Calm down, boner.
She's not even 100% sure, though.
I know, but obviously she's traumatized.
Something happened
like,
with her and Jason.
He's all like, I feel bad for myself because she should put out. And it's just
horrible.
like...
And he's wearing Mrs. Voorhees' sweater for some reason.
He is. He totally is. And the production design on it is such garbage. Like, you compare the ending scene to the first one where it's the lake and it's beautiful and you got the music to the ending scene of part 3 where it's like a puddle and it looks like crap. But I will say, Richard Brooker, who's Jason in that one, he is really scary. I'm not sure if I entirely am on board with rapey Jason, but
though
he
I
is
do
scary.
like him at the end. I like when he like takes off his mask and when he's looking out the window. He looks cool. I don't know. I like a lot of. It's hard. I don't hate any of them.
Hey Brandon. Hey Prashneet.
It's like, oh yeah, what's up, Brandon? So yeah,
Ah,
Haunted by Horror
itchy.
agrees with me. He says Hell is probably the worst. Though 5 is also not one of my favorite ones to watch because it doesn't have a real Jason. And once you know that. But I do also really love 5 because it is the first one I ever saw.
Here's what I'll say about 5. Like, I used to really not like 5. Like, a lot. And it
sleazy.
wasn't for the reasons ever. It didn't bother me that it wasn't a real Jason. It bothered me that it was just kind of sleazy.
Yeah.
Especially when I was a kid. That's the one that used to make me kind of uncomfortable. But, like, you know, I'm an adult now. But I can handle it. But as I rewatch it over and over again, that's the one I tend to like more with each rewatch. The characters are so funny in it. I love Ethel. I love Demon. I love the little kid. I think it's hilarious when Tommy Jarvis is all doing his wrestling moves. That movie is really funny. Really, really funny.
Yeah. I do like it. Like I said, it was also the first one I saw at a very young age. I was like about 4 years old, and it really stuck with me, especially the part where Corey Feldman gets stabbed in the beginning. I know that's just a dream sequence, but I didn't comprehend that as a kid. And I'm like, holy crap, Jason kills kids. Like, so it was like later on I found out he didn't, and I was less scared of him. But I remember seeing that right away, and I was like, holy shit, this guy got unburied, and then he kills the people who unburied him, and then he kills this kid watching him, and so forth. There's also Wolfie is Just Fine. Is a great band, and they have a music video called A New Beginning, and it's based off of him being a little kid and being traumatized by watching that movie, and I highly recommend you check it out.
I really like the movie Massacre's comment that I think they said, I don't know which one of it is, I think the Friday the 13th franchise should have dicks. I love boobs in her, but it's not fair for my... So here's the thing. I'm pan. I like boobs. I like dongs. But it's like... I like steak, too. But if you gave me steak every single day... I would get a little tired of it. So let's say boobs are steak, right? Like, it's great. You know, we'll pick something that everybody likes. What's something everyone likes? Ice cream, right?
I hate ice cream. Just kidding.
Shut up, you hate it. Okay, so let's say boobs are like chocolate, right? Like, it's good, but mix it up a little bit. So say dongs are like strawberries. Sometimes it would be nice to have strawberries instead. Or both. They go really well together. Also, I think it's just good for, like, especially, like, men, especially straight men. You know, a lot of guys, you know, do the whole, like, how many boobs are in the movie, who's, you know, and I've seen a lot of streams where guys go, you know, on at length about, like, the hot chick in the movie and stuff. But, you know, from a woman's perspective, like, sometimes it can make you feel a little excluded, you know, because, you know, you're being talked about, like, just your gender's being talked about just for its parts, like
visually appealing.
It's somewhat objectifying unless it was a little more equal. Like, you know, especially a lot of guys, like, they'll complain when there's like a guy butt. It's like, that's all we got, and you're complaining. No, I'm complaining that there's not more. I'm complaining that someone didn't drop dong. Here's a movie I recommend to you: the Slumber Party Massacre remake. Beautiful. Mwah, mwah. One, I love that the guys in it are actually afraid of the girls because they saw some weapons and they're like, no, those bitches are crazy. Like, you know, from a guy's perspective, I think I would be a little offended that every guy in every horror movie, like, only cares about getting some. Like, if you saw a girl who was genuinely unhinged, you'd probably want to get away from her. But in these movies, they don't care. Most of these movies, they don't care. But the reason I recommend it is there's like a slow motion shower scene where this guy's like showering. It's all slow-mo and sexy. And then he dies. It's pretty great.
And then he dies.
I just ranted, so.
Now they should have definitely some equal opportunists nudity for both.
Equal opportunity nudity.
Yeah, right. Or whoever's into whatever. But I don't know. What were we talking about again? Oh, yeah. The Jason movies. So, yeah, I know that's my take on those. The ones I saw at a very young age will always hold a place in my heart, but they were probably some of my least favorite ones.
What was the first one you ever saw?
Like I said, Friday the 13th, Part 5.
The first one I saw was Part 1.
I was about 4 years old. It just came out on HBO. Same time that Freddy Revenge, Part 2, Nightmare on Elm Street, those came out at the same time. And House 2 came out at the same time.
Yeah, Part 1, it was the first one I saw. I think I saw it on TV, but I still remember, like, jumping out of my seat when Jason jumped out of the water at the end. That scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, and, like, so that one I saw at a very young age, and then I saw Jason Goes to Hell at a younger, not quite as young age, but when I lived at the drive-in. I was about 8 years old when that one came out. And they really crammed him in there, didn't they?
Movie Massacre Show. If you want some recommendations on some, you know, movies that drop dong, I am on Letterboxd under Gory B Movie. I have a whole list of mutilated dongs. A lot of those movies have dongs in them. I mean, they have to. So you should check it out.
At the Oscars for Best Death, it didn't win, but it was nominated. Was this guy's in a glory hole. Like, you gonna suck it or not? And then the meat grinder gets put on his way. So that's pretty mutilated.
Nice.
Ground beef.
And what's for dinner?
Oh, no. Crazy is fun. I agree.
No crazy here.
Also, the original Slumber Party Massacre was our first movie that we watched together.
That's true.
Watched it
And
on.
then we watched Link, Master of Fire.
Yeah, but that one sadly was putting everybody to sleep. But that was our first movies that we watched.
When I was a kid, especially, Ben, 7 was my favorite, and I think it's just because it had like a really cool female lead character, and also I just thought that Jason was the scariest in that one, and I really love that whole ending scene. Like it's so good. But you know, as I've gotten older, the kids in it, like the teenagers, I'm not so crazy about. Though I do love that part where the guy gets hit by a planter with a head in it. That part kills me. But overall, I don't really like the teenagers outside of Tina very much. And there's some parts that drag, but I still think it's really good. I think it's really underrated. I also think 8 is underrated. People love to like hate on that one, but I love it.
8. The problem with 8 is the weird visuals that she's like keeps seeing.
I do hate that.
Where Jason's like young and he's not deformed at all or anything, and like it's just weird. And then like he has the weird Babe Ballady ending and
I hate that. But
other than that, it was really good.
And I understand if you were looking forward to seeing Jason actually take Manhattan, you'd be like, yeah he stepped in Manhattan.
He was there for a
but
little bit.
I enjoy Jason on a boat. That's kind of what I think of it. Like Jason ahoy!
Jason on the boat. I don't know how the boat got connected to Crystal
either.
Lake, but whatever. I mean, I saw that at a young age too. I liked it. I love the girl that's playing the guitar down there, and the one dude's like filming her and stuff. But it's cool.
It looks good. Some of the Friday the 13th movies look a little low budget. That one looks really good. I like a lot of the kills. I like the sauna rocks.
Yeah,
I like
the
the guy
sauna
getting
rocks
his
are great.
head punched off. And I love Jason in that movie. That's one of my favorite Jason movies. Just because Jason is almost like an angry little kid. Like, I remember the part where he comes out of the water and he sees the poster for the hockey team. And he's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like, you can see his brain processing. And I love the part where he kicks over the boombox and then the punks on the street are all pissed off. And he, like, lifts up his mask. Like, he's got a little bit of that Part 3 humor. But, like, he's got kind of, like, a little bit of that Part 6 James Bond cool, too. Like, it's the right mix.
Kane Hodder said it was the first movie that really made him feel like a huge celebrity because of that whole part where they're just in downtown and like Times Square or whatever, and he's like, wow, I just feel like I made it. Like,
yeah,
I'm a big deal. So. And
then he got to go on Arsenio Hall.
Plus, in the beginning, when they're like doing the part where she's hiding and like he's like when they open up that thing. Kane Hodder was wearing a big purple dildo strap on just to mess with the camera guy. Like, they obviously edited it out, but
that's funny.
It's a fun joke. Kane Hodder, he's a fun guy. He's also really strong. And
whoa, Jackass Forever's full of dong. They even have a Dongzilla segment. That sounds cool.
Damn.
A24 is pretty equal opportunity. With the other thing I like about A24 is like they don't care. Young, old, dude, chick. They'll show you naked.
Oh yeah, you see a lot of.
They'll show you naked. You're always hot enough to be naked in an A24 movie. You might be too hot.
I think if you're hot,
you might be too hot.
You might not want to put you in that movie.
They might be like, could you be a bit more saggy?
Spooky Primo, yes. Street Trash does have penis football or keep away, anyways.
It does indeed.
I just wish they would have focused a little more on the Viper. I like the cool meltings.
Yeah, the Viper stuff was more the hobo drama, not so much.
Except for the penis keep away, that was hilarious.
Except for the penis keep away. You know what I like? I like in Blood Splattered Freaks where they have a dong sandwich.
Yeah, I did.
That was good. That's a dong sandwich. I was rooting for those girls. I was rooting for them.
So.
What's your favorite dong in a horror movie?
I don't know.
Get woke, Danny.
Does Phallus in Wonderland count? Because the cuttlefish is probably my favorite dong in general. Cuttlefish of Cthulhu.
I guess. I'll tell you what my favorite dong is. Do you know what my favorite dong is in a horror movie?
One-eyed
It's
monster?
kind of... No, especially not now.
Oh, yeah,
it hasn't aged well.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But I will tell you, my favorite dong in a horror movie, it's funny because I actually am not the biggest fan of the movie. Like, you guys know me, I'm pretty forgiving of a lot of movies. I'm forgiving of bad acting, I'm forgiving of bad effects. As long as there's some heart into the movie, like, I'm genuinely...
Some charm.
Yeah, and I very rarely just hate on something unless I think it's soulless.
Yeah.
But, you know, I will say Beyond Reanimator, it is my least favorite of the Reanimators. Brett of Reanimator's terrific. Obviously Reanimator's terrific. So it's my least favorite, but I do still like it. I do think it's worth having in your collection. However, it does have my favorite dong in it. In the end of the movie,
the rat.
During the credits, this freaking reanimated rat is pushing this like cut off dong, and then the dong reanimates, and then you have zombie rat versus dong fight. I cried tears of joy the first time I saw this. I had never seen anything so beautiful. Like, I've never seen the Mona Lisa in person. I've had people tell me, like, you know, when they saw the Grand Canyon, like, they cried. They saw the Mona Lisa in person, they cried. When I saw that scene, I cried.
They found a way to top the zombie versus shark, right?
They found a way. People told them they were crazy. People told them that it couldn't work, but they did it. God damn it, they did it.
Yeah, I did hear the Street Trash is getting remade. Color scheme is one of the best things about the movie, so yeah.
Hope they do, and I hope they cut out like the rape used for comic effect stuff.
Yeah.
I was not so on board with that.
I also hear Toxic Avenger is getting remade too. So
Toxic Avenger is getting remade.
Yeah. So.
And I think the low budget charm of Toxic Avenger is good. Like, I actually don't think it needs a remake, but it is one of those things. I mean, if you ask me, Toxic Avenger is to Trauma what Batman is to DC. Mm-hmm. So, and when we remake these characters, we get to share them with a new generation. You know, if you would have told people after Universal did Dracula, Mummy, and all that, they were going to remake them, people would have said, you know, you're crazy, they're already perfect. But then Hammer did a great job. And it introduced them to a whole new audience. You know, some people prefer the Hammer ones to the Universal. You know, then there's even modern ones. And so if you told someone now that they could only ever have one Dracula movie, you'd be like, what the fuck? You'd be missing out on so much Dracula. So in the case of, you know, Toxie, I say, why not? You still have the original. And maybe some new people will discover Toxie and find a new character.
I'm hoping people will go back and rewatch it.
Wow. Zach, when you come over again, we'll watch Beyond Reanimator. It'll be your favorite.
And what was there? Chillerama had the giant sperm.
I don't like that one.
But it had a giant sperm. It wasn't a wiener.
It was weird. Like, what's holding that together? Kind of reminded me, I remember in, like, the 90s, they had that, like, dewdrop thing that was on skateboards. Do you want some soda and some vodka?
Sure.
Give me your drink.
I don't have any soda, though.
You just want some vodka?
No. I just don't have any soda.
Ugh. You want some soda in it?
Yeah, why not?
But I want to hear from you guys, because you deserve to have your opinions heard. What are your favorite dongs in horror movies?
What's your favorite boobs in horror movies? What's your favorite butts in horror movies?
I like Killer Rack a lot. That had some good boobs in it. My favorite boobs, though, I'm glad you asked me this question. My favorite boobs would have to be in Phantasm 3, the Phantasm ball boobs.
You got one of those balls over there, don't you?
Yeah, but it's way smaller than my rack. I need a Phantasm ball bra is what I need, like, for the beach. But, you know, if you ever want to buy your wife fancy things to look nice out in public, you can give me one.
Evil Bong, they had bras with, like, teeth and stuff, like shark teeth and shit.
The monster dongs in the Feast franchise made me cry myself to sleep. Dude, in Feast 2, where the creature eats the gal and then poops at her head, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, spooky. Yeah, that was a really cool death. She's like, let him bleed out, and she like cuts off his dong and feeds it to the dog. Meatloaf in Fight Club. Yeah, he had some good boobs.
Those are some good boobs.
To Meatloaf.
Sleepaway Camp did have a great dong in it. Hey, I don't know if I know Joyoshi. I hope I said that correctly. Please correct me if I'm wrong, because I want to get you guys' names right. We're all hanging out here. But Joyoshi, Saber Camp is a great dog.
It was surprising, if anything. I don't know if it was great. It is.
Do you have any favorite Bajingos in horror movies?
Vajingos?
Bajingos?
Let's see, Brain Dead. Mom.
Oh, yeah, that's my favorite, too.
Tries to, put him back in the womb or something.
Shove him back in.
He's fighting a giant creature on Guar.
Yeah, you're so gonna have this demonetized. So your channel problem. My channel's not even monetized, so I don't even feel bad for you. Want some more?
No.
Oh, talking about the Bajingos made you lose a viewer. I got nothing to lose, kids. I got nothing to lose.
The Vajingo. My favorite Vajingo, actually, they don't show it, I don't think, but Teeth. Teeth is great.
Friday the 13th Part 7 did have great boobs, but I do think Deborah Voorhees' boobs in Friday the 13th Part 5 were very nice, too.
I suppose.
She will be on Monty's channel here soon for a stream. When the Piranha ate the dog in Piranha 3D, that was a really good one, Brandon. Have we seen One-Eyed Monster? Yes, I have.
Yeah, we mentioned that a second ago. That's a little scarier now, though.
It is. Ugh.
You met Ron Jeremy.
I have, actually.
Well, anyways. But trying to think of a...
Do you guys want to hear, it has nothing to do with horror, but you guys want to hear, a porno story time?
Okay. I guess.
All right, so check it, right? So when I was in college, I was poor. And because I was poor, I had to do some dumb jobs. And one of the jobs I did was working for UPS as a delivery driver helper. So it's Christmas time. There's a lot of packages, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. And my job was to take the packages, put them on a dolly, run them to the place, deliver, return back. So we're heading out to this place that's kind of in the middle of nowhere. And I got my packages already, and they opened the door, which has got a keypad on it, and they just barely open it up. So I can't even see what's going on. And I was like, you guys need a sign for your package. And they're like, where's the normal guy? I'm like, he's in the truck. It's the holiday season. I'm helping him out. They're like, can you please just go get him? I'm like, hey, let's not be sexist here. I can deliver packages just fine on my own. It's after the new millennium and stuff. But they're like, no, just please get your driver. And I'm like, fine then. So I send my driver out there. And he comes back and he's white as a sheet. He's like, yeah, they're making a porno in there. I'm really sorry, but the last thing we need is some girl going in there saying that they have a package for him. So that was my porno story.
Pepperoni, extra large, coming through. Pizza man was there 5 minutes after you.
He probably got paid extra for delivering that package. I could have gotten paid extra. The big bad Grand National Man is here. Well, hello. Every day, the Video Dead movie, just seen it today from the 1980s. Or ever watched. Yes, actually, we have that. We have that on the double feature with Terror Vision, which is also very good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Phil and Spooky, hey! Just hanging out with you guys. It's getting, today we're a little relaxed. Probably a little crass. Kind of the way we are.
Yeah, we're just...
Woo, packages. Hey, Moonlight Devil. So you know why I love Moonlight Devil? I'm going to tell you guys why I love Moonlight Devil.
Tell us.
Because he likes the spookies, and I like the spookies. I actually, one of these days, I want to review spookies and get him to help me out in somewhere. Recruit him. Maybe collab. I don't know if he still does videos. I don't know. I take forever to do stuff.
Me too. I'm still working on The Visit review, so... Hopefully that'll be done by the end of the month, but we'll see. I've been working on that for about a year now.
Jason once helped scout out a location for a swinger event. He was also the in-house photographer.
I love to go swinging. I go to the park and I just swing all day.
It's not that kind of swinging, no.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Kind of swinging that the weird Christian couple across the cul-de-sac likes to do.
Oh, with the tire. Just spinning around a tire.
You're hopeless.
I didn't mind doing that when I was young, but I get nauseated.
Movie Massacre had a blow-up doll arrive. The box broke, and the guy never came in person to collect it.
All right then.
Yeah, I need to get the Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray of Spookies. It's so good. It's so good. And you know what's funny? A lot of people, like on Joe Bob especially, they complain that it doesn't make sense. And I understand that point of view because it is a mishmash of two different movies. But I feel like there is a thorough line of logic in there. And to me, it makes sense. Maybe I'll do like a Spookies Explained.
There you go. What's up, Craving Something Scary? How you doing?
Hey, Steven. Nice to see you.
Grossumondo.
Oh, no.
Augmented Orb Splitter. How you doing?
Hey. It's Chop Top. Chop Top. I love Chop Top.
Chop Top's great. I feel like we didn't get enough Chop Top in any sequels.
You know where we did get a lot of Chop Top was from Jason Takes a Megal, because he's a giver.
Right? But he just didn't come back.
I wish he would have come back. And there was there was like a planned Texas Chainsaw Massacre one that was supposed to come after that. I can't remember the name of it, but it would have been cool. And I still think there's time to do that, especially because there is so much makeup. And I mean, hell, if Bill Moseley can continue to be Otis in Devil's Rejects,
why can't he reprise his role as Chop Top?
Yeah, I don't see why he couldn't.
And Caroline Williams could come back.
He's
too.
even come back as Dragon before.
Yeah.
So I think he could do it. And Caroline Williams is still hot. Like, hello. You know, if I was going to have one of those sushi parties where you eat sushi off of some, like, person laying down, I would ask Caroline Williams to do it.
Yeah, why not?
I feel like you're laughing at me, but I'm going to pretend that you're laughing with me.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at the whole visual that you just put in my head.
I think it's a compliment.
Hopefully she would. She's not gonna see this, but
nobody would ever ask me to do that because my body's all lopsided and the sushi would fall off.
I've asked you to do that several times.
My body's all lopsided and the sushi will fall off and get dirty.
I also asked you to do it with pie.
My body's all lopsided and the pie will fall off and get dirty.
Yeah, but I feel like movie Massacre agrees. It just feels like a missed opportunity because like there's been lots of sequels, but we never got Chop Top back. It's just kind of weird.
I really wish they did.
Even if it's just a Chop Top movie, I'd watch it. Why not?
Let's talk about some Caroline Williams movies because earlier we made a list.
Leprechaun 3.
Leprechaun 3, indeed. Stepfather 2.
Yep.
What else you got?
The Devil's Rejects. Are we just listing names of movies now?
Movies that Caroline Williams has been in.
All right. She's great.
It's just fun to play.
Are we just playing the movie game? Is that what we're...
It's fun to play. Oh my god, when did you get so like... Oh, it's because we're on your channel. Your monetized channel. It's so fancy here.
I just wondered if we were going somewhere with this.
I just thought it would be fun to list how many Caroline Williams movies we could that are horror movies, but... You know, if you want to have a stick up your butt about it, I guess we can have a discussion with something else.
I never want to have a stick up my butt about anything.
Have you ever seen a movie where someone got killed by having something in their butt?
Well, yeah.
What is it?
I don't know. But I've seen that death plenty of times.
Yeah, but you can't even name one.
Well, in Bad Milo, the thing in the guy's butt kills a bunch of other people.
That doesn't count. It's kind
I
of
know, it's a little different. I'm just saying.
It doesn't even count. Like you say you know horror.
All right, well, name one.
Where something went up a butt.
He killed the guy.
Up a butt.
Or the woman, I guess.
Somebody had to be stabbed up the butt. Oh, there is an interesting one in Friday the 13th Part 4. So the guy is stabbed between the legs. So it could have been up his butt. Could have been in other places, but I'm going to go with that one.
It's his crotch. It's his crotch.
Or...
He's running up on the dock and a harpoon gun to the crotch.
Then what about Part 3?
Which one?
Where he's upside down.
Okay, I mean, it does go up his crack, I'm sure, but it also just goes... It doesn't go up his butthole, though.
Okay, so when has something killed somebody by going up their butthole? There's been a dozen movies in this world.
See, he says Bad Milo at least comes close.
Caligula, Cannibal Holocaust. It goes right up her butthole. There you go. Thank you. Thank Thank you, Fair Point Station, for answering a straightforward question with a straightforward answer.
Vlad the Impaler. That's exactly how he used to do it.
DMC Campbell is in the house. Hey, Danny and Gory picked up the 1982 film Superstition about a witch that comes back later seeking revenge. Plenty of deaths, apparently, and someone's head is in a microwave. You know, I need to see that. It's one of those ones where I've seen the cover a billion times, but I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, that's good.
But I do love me some witch movies.
Oh, yeah. Pull up the ass of 2001.
Yeah, see, these guys get it. These guys get it. Yeah. What the hell? You've gotten soft on me, dude. You've gotten soft on me in your old age.
Wasn't expecting to do the anal probe fatality right now.
You've gotten A24 soft on me. All sags.
Roller rooter. Don't stop until you feel the back of their teeth.
Nice Beavis and Butthead reference.
Right.
Now what do you want to talk about? I keep picking up the topics.
In The Mask, he, like, shoves the car parts up the guys' asses. But I guess they survive somehow.
Do you guys want to do a Q&A? Like, do you guys want to know anything? We'll tell you stuff. Some channels do Q&As. I think it's because, like, they have really important people on their channels. And people, like, want to know all their secrets. But if you guys want to know some of our secrets, we'll tell you.
And in Hancock, he shoves the one robber's head up the other.
You're still on that? That was like a billion years ago.
But he survived. Because then they come back to be like the major villains later. Just saying, it's weird.
Do you want to know anything?
I think if you had someone's head shoved up your ass,
Dan,
you and that person would probably
Dan,
die.
ask me anything.
Ask you what?
Ask me anything.
Anything.
Ask me anything.
Would a paint can really knock somebody back, or would it blow up their head?
It would blow up their head.
Okay.
Daniel, Keith Garrett, Bartholomew Spencer, Nightmare. I have a question for you. What is scarier?
Didn't a ghoulie go up some guy's ass once?
You know, I don't remember. I just remember they went to college.
I think in part 2 there was a Twilight kill with a ghoulie.
Okay, so, alright, we got some Q&A, which is better than your Q&A. Moonlight Devil says, have you seen the movie Anguish? I have! That is a really good one. That's one a lot of people have seen, and the twist in that one is so good. They did a twist in that one that I'd never seen in a possession movie before. I got the hiccups. Really good. And the gal in there, Ryan Simpkins, she was also recently in Fear Street 1972, which is cool. So, the movie Massacre. Are you looking forward to any new upcoming horrors? I'm really looking forward to Time Cut, which is supposed to be Back to the Future meets Scream. I'm really looking forward to Nope. Yes. I'm looking forward to the Salem's Lot remake.
Looking forward to X. We still haven't seen it yet.
I really want to see that.
Hopefully we'll see it soon.
Can a relationship, this is from Brandon the Beldam, can a relationship between a horror fan and a Disney fan work? Absolutely.
Well, of course. Just watch some of their scarier shit.
There's a lot of scary shit that happened in Disney.
Didn't Disney do Return to Oz?
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's scary as fuck.
The movie's awesome. But scary. Definitely a horror. They've also, like, you know, isn't Black Cauldron at Disney?
Yeah, Black Cauldron.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Like I said earlier in the stream, we were talking about the pink elephants and the donkey scenes from Dumbo and Pinocchio. Those are scary as fuck.
Butthole 2, the opening. That is a good movie. You should get on that, and I will watch it. Spooky Primo, would you want a butt demon pet? Yes, I would. And I'm going to tell you why. One, how good would you feel? Say, how much does a butt demon weigh?
Oh, a good 20 pounds.
Good 20 pounds. How good would you feel every time that butt demon leaves your body, you're 20 pounds lighter? Like, if you're feeling bloated or crappy, like, that's just going to give you a pep in your step. 2, you are never alone. You want someone to cuddle with, and like maybe it's one of those days where your dog's like into socks or something and they don't want to cuddle with you, or I don't know, they're sniffing something on the floor. Your butt demon will cuddle you. You're at work and someone's pissing you off. Your butt demon will take care of it. Who's always on your side? Always. Your butt demon. You know, they say like
I like how they kept blaming a rabid raccoon.
Yes, like marriage. That's not unconditional. There are plenty of things you can do to piss off your husband. I've tried. There are plenty of things you can do to piss off your kid, but your butt demon, that's forever.
Your butt demon will kill your kid though if he stresses you out.
That's forever. That's unconditional love.
Yeah, but then your kid's dead.
Maybe your kid shouldn't piss off your butt demon. Okay, maybe your kid should show some damn respect.
Right. Problem with Bad Milo, like, reason why I wouldn't want to have one is he has a huge fucking head. Like, I would not want that calling on my ass, is all I'm saying. That sounds painful. But I love that movie. The movie's hilarious. Actually, it scared Lals, our kid, because he was really young, and the movie just came out. And he was in his room playing while we're watching it out in the living room, and he wasn't... Usually, if he walks out during a horror movie, he doesn't pay any attention to what's on the TV. He just didn't care. Or it doesn't scare him, or whatever. But he just came out at the wrong time when the guy's getting a colonoscopy, and, like, the jump scare of the demon in his ass. And Lals came out and just saw just that scene, screamed, and ran back into his room.
He does not like jump scares at all.
Especially that one.
Kevin says, I feel like the butt demon would always be riding your ass. I like a good butt pun.
Good old butt pun.
Now what are you going to talk about? Hey, dude.
Remember the ABC's of Death, F for Fart, where they hid in the girl's butt to get away from the zombies?
Yes.
Yes.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying, because Halloween has had this resurgence with the trilogy, and, it's over.
Well, Halloween ends.
Just about, with Halloween ends. And a lot of people are saying that a good way to follow that up would be a remake of Season of the Witch. How do you feel about that?
I once heard Rob Zombie was actually going to remake it as well.
That would be cool.
But now I haven't heard about that. He's doing the Munsters, which thankfully the Munsters is going to be PG.
Wow.
Not even PG-13. It's going to be PG.
Has he even seen a PG movie?
That's what I'm interested in a take. Like, how is it going to basically to see... Because even the Addams Family movies were PG-13.
Here's my thought with the Munsters movie, and this is why I'm going to give Rob Zombie, the benefit of the doubt on this. He is a massive Munsters fan.
He is.
And he's seen it enough that I think he knows what... Yeah, he's seen it enough that I think he knows what the show is like. And I think he's going to want to be true to that. Halloween, he didn't see the point in remaking Halloween unless he did his own thing. So that's what he tried to do with the first one. But the parts of Halloween that are a retread of the original one are pretty faithful. He can duplicate stuff if he needs to. And I think he absolutely has the ability to do so.
Yeah, plus he never wanted to do Halloween really anyways. He wanted to do Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which sadly was already remade, so...
Sandy Absolute, hey, I saw you over in my stream. They said, just watched The Boy Behind the Door that was recommended. Sorry. And she thought it was pretty great.
That one kid was a really good actor.
That kid was a very good actor.
The one that's locked up in the...
Really hope you guys liked that stream. I think that was a good one. I liked the guest and,
Though the kid behind the door wasn't really that good at that.
He wasn't that good.
But it wasn't just his fault, though. Like, his writing wasn't that great. Like, also they made him do a weird shock collar thing that was just not very believable. Mm-hmm. But the main kid, the one who's the hero, he's great.
Yeah, I agree with Moonlight saying that he's fine with them leaving Season of the Witch alone. Some things kind of are lightning in a bottle, but I would certainly be curious about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I love that movie. It doesn't really fit into the Halloween franchise, but I still love it. It's more like this long, crazy episode of like Tales from the Crypt or something, but I still enjoy it.
Or Goosebumps.
Well, no, because Goosebumps was very childish.
But Goosebumps did a haunted mask.
Well, they also didn't have kids get killed by that haunted mask.
Okay, we got a Q&A question from Fairpoint Station, who was very generous.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Who farted in front of the other one first? Probably me. I don't remember, but probably me.
Yeah, she wouldn't poop in front of me for a while. But
actually, it probably was you, because that's true.
But now she just
okay, so check this out. So when we first started dating, and I heard this was in the news recently with somebody else, which I relate. When we first started dating, I wouldn't fart in front of him. And I wouldn't, poop at his house and stuff.
Yeah.
And so, he would, go to make a sandwich or something. Go make a sandwich just so I could fart. Seriously. I'd be go check your mail or something. Go. But I didn't feel, I don't know. I didn't want to poop at his house. It was weird. And then, I started to get, an upset stomach and stuff. So he's like, oh, do you want some chocolate? I'm going to feed you chocolate. And I'm like, okay. He's trying to be, romantic or something. It was flippin' X-Lax. That's what he fed me. Trying to be all romantic. It's X-Lax. So you know what? I still didn't poop.
Yeah, that's a bad call on you, though. Eventually you did. Now you fart all the time in front of me and poop with the door open. I still go to the other room to fart. Just gonna say, trying to keep the romance alive. That's just me.
I'm romantic. Robin wants to know, who would you go on a date with, Vampira or Elvira?
I'd have way more fun with Elvira. She's just a funner. Funner?
Vampira's super fun.
Well, she's great.
Vampira's got a spider.
I would love to hear things from her, like, because she could tell you some stories, that's for sure. Movie Massacre, take care, buddy. Talk to you soon, and like I said, we're still hoping to see
Yeah, the
Crypticon.
Antlers was a good Movie Massacre.
Oh, yeah, he was.
I'll probably go with Elvira, just because we never really got to see the Vampira show, I just know her more, so I have more.
She's got, like, a humor that I think I could really get along with. Plus, we met Christina Peterson before, and she's great. I'll meet her again. It's coming up soon.
Brandon wants to know where we buy all our horror merch.
We get it everywhere. We get it on the internet. We get it in our band boxes. We get it at Walmart. We get it at any place we can find it.
So many places.
Yeah.
Walgreens.
Family members buy them stuff. Like, her mom buys us a lot of this stuff.
Etsy has cool stuff.
My sister got us these cool Last Drive-In tumblers. Her mom got us a lot of the stuff you see in the back as well. So our family knows us about that.
Right after Halloween, there's a whole bunch of like cool cheap stuff, like, I don't know, Halloween stuff. Mm-hmm. That's a good time to snag some cool stuff.
Yeah, just for home decor.
And even just a lot of horror stuff goes on sale around Halloween.
Exactly. So.
And conventions. And a lot of the autographs and stuff we got out of, like, band boxes, horror blocks, things like that. Conventions.
Who would you rather spend a day with? Gomez Adam or Herman Munster?
I'm going to say Gomez. 1, I like trains. 2, he likes fencing. He likes a lot of really fun stuff, and he's really energetic, and I'm pretty energetic, so I feel like we would have a really good time together. Herman I really like, but Herman is really accident prone. I don't know if I would make it through the whole day, because Herman can survive a lot. I've seen an episode where he got hit by a car, and he just got back up, and the woman was, like, freaked out that she killed him. But Herman, he is really accident prone. He is really big.
Yeah. Who would win in a death battle? Because I feel like Gomez has all the skill, but Herman's pretty much unstoppable.
I don't think you can really kill Herman.
Yeah, like, because he's lost his head and lived. He's blown up, and he's like had a giant bomb blow up in his face. It didn't kill him.
But then the Adamses have survived a lot of stuff too.
Yeah, I've never actually seen anything like fatally happen to Gomez, so it's hard to say.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Yes, Brandon. At least I know about those talking plushes, and plan on snagging those. That's for sure.
They have talking Darcy and Joe Bob plushes
coming at the end of this month, I believe. I've been keeping an eye on that, so hopefully I can snag those.
Wow, see, Moonlight Devil is so supportive. He rates his significant other's farts.
Well,
my husband does that with my burps, but not my farts. Like, oh God, forbid.
Oh, I rate them. I say that was definitely a trucker fart. That was Earthquake landing on the Ultimate Warrior's chest fart. shook the room.
What?
That I have to leave the room so I can breathe fart. I rate them.
I would absolutely let Grandpa take me on a ride in his Dragula.
Hell yeah.
My car, I call it Morticia. But it's got a big Dragula sticker on the back, but it's awesome. It's a purple PT Cruiser. It looks like a hearse for clowns. I love it.
Grandpa. Grandpa's probably my favorite character of the Munsters.
And I have a little, like a micro machine.
Yeah.
A Hot Wheel of Dragula up there.
Dragula. But you don't have their...
I don't have the coach.
Yeah. Eventually in the show, they merged the two of them together.
Cool.
Like they cut off the front of the coach and they put the front of the Dragula on it. So that's cool. But my theory about that is that I don't think Eddie is really Herman's son.
Explain.
Well, Herman doesn't seem to know anything about sex. He's about 200 years old, but Lily is about 700 years old. Grandpa, I don't know, he's just old as time apparently. But Lily does have a brother who's a werewolf, she says is such a scamp, and he's always on the run, just running around, being a scamp, being just crazy, never stays one place too long. I think he's Eddie's real father, and he just ditched him with the kid, like, because that was actually a more common practice back then too. Like, people just took in people, like, if you had your daughter, like, got pregnant too young, and people would be about it, so then, like, it would then be her brother, and the mom would raise it and pretend it was her kid. So it was just kind of a thing. Like even Ted Bundy found out that his mom was really his sister. So,
That happened to Jack Nicholson too.
exactly. So it was just kind of a thing that happened a lot more back then. So I think they just did that. And since Herman doesn't even know anything about sex, because at one point there's a little wind-up Frankenstein toy, and he thinks that's his new son. Like,
No, fair point. It's not incest. Like, he had a kid. Her brother had a kid with somebody else.
yeah, not Lily's.
And instead of raising the kid, like, for whatever reason he has custody of it, he just leaves it with Lily.
I don't know if the mom survived the birth.
Yeah, may not have survived.
So he was stuck with a pup, and he wasn't going to stick around to be a dad. So he's like, hey, sis, take care of my kid.
Yeah, why not? And they're like, yeah, whatever.
Exactly. No, I didn't think it was incest. I just think that since her brother is a werewolf, and Grandpa turns into a wolf sometimes too, even though he's a vampire.
Sorry. Robin wants to know, would I be a contestant on Dragula? You know, I just got into Dragula. I watched season 4, then I went back and watched seasons 1 and 2. I'm in the middle of season 3, and I haven't watched Resurrection yet, but I wish I could be a contestant on Dragula. My makeup skills are not that good. But, absolutely, if I was that talented, I would love to be on that show.
Haunted by Horror says he just thinks Herman has a werewolf dong, which he might.
Ew,
He's made up.
Dan?
I didn't say it.
I don't know.
Reading a comment.
I mean, he doesn't understand.
He's
this, so
made
he
up of
wouldn't
different
know.
parts, so he might have had a werewolf dong. Like, they might have used a werewolf's dong for his parts.
I have a Q&A question for you. If I were to die in a freak lawnmower accident, would you reanimate me?
Damn right.
Would you use, like, different kinds of parts?
I'd use super crack.
Okay, but, like, you know, like, what kind of parts?
But you've seen the movie. Like,
Yeah, but he gives her parts that are totally different than her body.
your body's all mangled up in a lawnmower, so it wouldn't help. I couldn't, like, give you that body back.
But you would bring me back?
Yeah, why not?
What if the only way your serum worked is if I had man parts?
I don't know. Tell me right now, do you want me to bring you back as a man or not?
Yeah, dude, that'd be cool.
Alright, then I will.
You still love me?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, Craven's taking off. How we going, man?
Bye, Steven! Brandon wants to know, Gory, what do you think the best of the modern Disney movies between Tangled, Frozen, and Encanto? I haven't seen Encanto. I'm gonna go Tangled. I think Tangled's really good and really funny and really sweet.
Tangled?
Fairport wants to know, what do we do for our day jobs? My day job, I actually just started 2 new jobs. I work at Microsoft as a data analyst, and I work at Screen Rant as a list writer.
I work at an apple factory, and it's my job to twist the little stems on.
Aww.
So that way apples have stems. Hopefully I won't be working that much longer, but we'll see. Dong to reanimator dong.
Christian, how's it going? How long have you been streaming for?
How long is this streaming going on?
An hour and 20 minutes.
Give it another 10 minutes. Make it an hour.
Hi. I was trying to yawn.
Make it an hour and a half. So
Oh, Christian works in Japan. What do you do in Japan? I used to be an online English teacher for children in China.
yeah,
Which really has nothing to do with Japan, but, you know,
it was still cool.
it was cool.
And please tell me you work at the Kit Kat store with like the 50 billion flavors of Kit Kats. That is my favorite candy.
Brandon wants to know if we're seeing Sonic 2. We would love to see Sonic 2. We would love to see X. Unfortunately, we just have not been able to get to the cinema lately, but that's hopefully going to change here soon.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to check them out. There's a lot at the theater I really want to go see.
I want to see the Batman.
Go through a time, but we'll.
Hey, Christian teaches English. See, it actually does tie in then.
There you
Because
go.
I taught English.
Right?
But unfortunately, I stopped doing that because China changed their regulations to where they don't
Want
want
Westerners.
people who are outside of the country doing online classes with them. Like, it's fine if you are living in the country there. And a lot of my students were like, just move here. And I'm like, no. I have, like, a family.
Not with the way the government's going,
But
especially
I
right
still
now.
am in touch with my students. Like, we still write to each other in video chat. Cats is the greatest horror movie ever, but release the butthole
edition.
cut. Yes, release the butthole edition.
We want that butthole cut.
Yeah, that's made the pandemic's made going to the movies a lot harder. So Phil and Spooky, always impressed with both your horror knowledge. Have to be to work in 6 hours. Wish you could stay and listen to more stuff. Before you go, what is your next con or show you'll be attending?
Well, Crypticon.
Crypticon in May.
Yep, and like we said, we had a few people that are in the chat that were hoping to go into that as well. Yeah, that's our next show, he said as well. I don't know about... I mean, we're going to go to the movies here soon. And hopefully see
Unless
X.
he means like stream.
I don't have anything completely planned, but I definitely want to start doing it.
I just bought a stogie because I'm planning on having Mark Jones, director of Leprechaun, and David Price, co-producer of Leprechaun, on my show, and I promised them that we'd smoke stogies.
Yeah, so that's going to be Leprechaun-orific.
Brandon wants to know, would I ever do all the gory details on Dead Silence? Absolutely, especially if I could find a special edition, because I like to really, find a lot of cool knowledge out and stuff, so... Dead Silence is one I'm really surprised Scream Factory hasn't done an edition of, because they do a lot of those early, 2000s type movies. So I'm kind of hoping something like that comes out. The Real Manos. I'm hoping to see Everything Everywhere All at Once with Michelle Yeoh and Jamie Lee Curtis. That sounds awesome.
Yes.
Zach wants to know, or says, I haven't been to the movie theater in years. I feel like I've seen everything. One original 12...
remade cash grabs.
Yeah.
Pretty much. There's a lot of remakes.
Oh, Christian, all the Leprechaun movies are not trash. It's part of why I do all the gory details, so maybe, you guys will have a little more appreciation for some movies that maybe you didn't have a lot of appreciation for. But head on over to my channel, Gory B Movie, if you want to see that video. It's actually pretty cool.
It's really good. It might change your mind at least about the first one.
Who is sexier, Carolyn Jones or Yvonne DiCarlo? I love both of those shows, but my favorite, not only of the two of them, but of all the Morticias, is Carolyn Jones. I adore Carolyn Jones. I just think she's so funny. Her comic timing, she's so cute. I love her so much. She's my favorite Morticia, and even though it's pretty close, I do like her more than Yvonne DiCarlo.
Yeah, I'll go with Carolyn Jones as well. It's not like either of them are bad.
Moonlight Devil. Actually, my best friend Becky did a really cool cosplay of Dead Silence where she was the old woman and she had like a puppet and everything. That was really cool. She's great with makeup. But yeah, I think Dead Silence is pretty good too.
Tragedy Girls and Tucker and Dale, yes, those are both very funny movies. I enjoyed them.
Cabin Fever is trash.
What?
I think it's a little overrated, but I don't think it's trash. But
I like the first one. The remake is trash.
If you guys see my reviews, I rarely say anything is trash, especially anymore.
I felt like the remake was trash because it was just...
The remake was pointless. That's something I would say is trash because it has no reason to exist because they just copied the same thing over again and there's no reason to remake it.
Most of the same lines are still the same. They just took out a couple, but mostly same thing. Just, but now with beards and smartphones because hips... I don't know, modern day hipsters.
Oh, Brandon, I 100% agree with you. I'm actually not a fan of The Conjuring.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that I think is really problematic in the Conjuring franchise. One, it's very much like Christian propaganda type stuff. And their villains are usually poorly developed. They're usually just like, well, they're a witch, so they're evil.
Yeah.
And I'm just not really into it. I'm also not a big fan of the Warrens. I think if you look into the real story of the Warrens, they were not the people that they're depicted as. They're not the people. I don't want to say anything bad about them because they're dead, but they're not the people that are depicted as being in the movies. Like it's all window dressing. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of the Conjuring movies. I love Lily Taylor. I think there's good things about them. I'm not saying they're total trash, but for me, those movies are just really upsetting.
I liked a few things. I like the clap game.
I like the clap game, too, but especially, the Bathsheba, it's like, she kills kids. Why? Because she's a witch.
That's what witches do. They're evil. Even
I'm fine.
The Devil Made Me Do It. It's a witch.
I'm fine with a witch being the villain, but you need to give me something more.
Exactly.
Why did she do it? What is her motivation? Even in a creature feature, I want to know why. Yeah. So, exactly. It's a human being. I want to know why they're doing it. You need to develop your characters a little bit more.
Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of those. But they're just over, like so many other spooky movies that come out in mainstream like that.
They're very jump scary, and I don't think they're scary.
They rely heavily on their score and jump scares, and I like the scores usually, but not enough to like the movie that much.
Christian likes horror movies that can happen in real life, like Gerald's Game and Misery. Those are very good.
I liked
I
Misery
will
especially.
recommend
Good,
a vampire movie to you, Transfiguration.
Oh, yeah.
It's a vampire movie that's not about vampires.
There's
Check it
actually
out.
a whole genre of non-vampire vampire movies.
Aren't there?
Yeah.
But if you want nothing supernatural but a vampire movie, check out the Transfiguration. It's on Netflix, and I think it might be right up your alley.
And watch Martin and the Vampire's Kiss while you're at it.
Hey, Kevin totally agrees with me. Kevin and I, he's like my brother who was like separated at birth. He just gets it. He just gets stuff, dude. Kevin gets stuff. Guys, by the way, check out Haunted by Horror. That's Kevin's channel. It's really good. He's got great production design. I don't know why the guy doesn't have thousands of subscribers, because it's really good stuff, and he has great takes on movies. I like his stuff. You guys should subscribe to him. He's in the chat, so, check him out.
What was that movie? UMW Halloween special? WR. Like, I normally know it, but now you got me like... That's the initial part that I have a hard time with.
I normally know, but then, like, I don't know, you messed me up.
Yeah, right.
WNUF!
There we go. WNUF Halloween special. Watch that movie. You'll get a much more accurate portrayal of the for the Warrens, but they're called the Burgers in that. But it's basically.
I also
how they really were.
there's a reason they haven't done the Amityville Horror, because that one was obviously like the people who did it flat out confessed that they just came up with the whole idea over drinks. It's not haunted, and yet the Warrens completely embarrassed themselves by like, oh, it's so haunted. No, it's not haunted.
Well, even in the Devil May We do it. They like the ending's like. Well, he still had to go to prison for a while, but we've made it so he got a slightly lighter sentence.
If you watch interviews with them and stuff, like, especially like Ed Warren, he wasn't very nice to people that interviewed him. They're not... I like the characters they created, but they're not... If you're going to give them the names of real people, I think...
Yeah, maybe if they had different names and they were only loosely based on them, and then I'd be
that
okay
would be
with it,
better.
then it'd be
I
like
think.
fictional versions.
Because then people come away from these movies and they're like, that really happened, and it's like, parts of it did. Yeah. And even then, that's by their accounts. Like, exactly. I did a real versus real on Annabelle, and I have to admit, some of it, it's like, oh, nobody has said it's not true. And they say it is true, but we don't have anything else.
Like, you can't be proven that it's true or not, because it's just based off of what they said happened.
Yeah.
So, therefore, the movie's being true, but it doesn't mean what they said was true.
I hear the actors and James Wan really enjoyed working with Lorraine Warren. Like, I heard, I have nothing against them as people. I just don't think those characters are really, like, people love those characters, and I don't know if they're really should be named after those people.
Yeah. The actors, they're great people. The actors.
Yeah.
They're usually
it's always dodgy when you name a character after a real person, because, I think there's some responsibility there to get it right.
Right. Well, I think that's about time to wrap it up.
But Axon's here. Hi, Axon.
Oh, hey, Axon, what are you doing?
But Amityville 3D did happen. Well,
yes.
Obviously, that's a Meg Ryan movie.
Right.
Meg Ryan wouldn't lie to us.
Yeah. There's the Amityville remake where Ryan Reynolds chops wood.
Dude! Ultimate thirst trap right there. Ryan Reynolds chopping wood in Amityville Horror. Anyone who tells me that movie is trash, no. Right there, that alone, that's what we girls call clickbait.
Yeah, right.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good. Or, anybody who likes guys.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
In which case, it's spank bait. But it's the bait.
Plus, yeah, it's just Ryan Reynolds. He's cool.
He is cool.
So.
Like, you don't feel so bad about it.
Right.
Like, I feel like he did that scene knowing full well this is a thirst trap.
Gory, is your hair shorter or longer? It's this long. Is this long? Man. Isn't there an Amityville Karen?
Yeah, Cool Duder directed that.
Cool Duder. Guys, he is cool, but he's in some movies that are not.
I like that he'll do anything. I like it. He did Zombie 8.
Urban Decay. He just hangs out and smokes weed in a scene, and that's all he does.
You gotta see boobs.
Yeah. Lillian Morris's boobs, I believe.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's some cool people that appear. That Ronnie Angel's the coolest person.
He's actually directing 2 movies this year. I've been following on his channel. He's been talking about stuff. So, yeah, I like him. I think he's a cool guy. I'm not a big fan of some of the movies he's in, but I watch him.
I shit on his movie that he appeared in, The Leprechaun's Game, really badly. But that's not because
he's... zombie babies. Hey, didn't someone die by getting a zombie up the butt in that?
I think a zombie went up the guy's ass, yeah.
There you go.
There's another one.
Come full circle, guys. Full circle.
Zombie babies.
They'll crawl up
It's
your
just
butt.
a bad version of the suckling.
You know, Christian, I didn't see the Karen movie just because I watched, like, Cinema Snob. I watched a lot of people online, and enough people were like, it's not even so bad, it's funny, that I was just like, I'll pass.
I watched The Bubble on Netflix. That was pretty funny.
That's cool. And Moonlight wants to know, I would like to see you guys play the Near Dark Pictures. You know, I'm actually in the middle of playing House of Ashes. I'm a little behind. But I did do a little Let's Play of Until Dawn. A lot of our Let's Plays didn't do, like, super well, so we kind of gave up on doing them because it's just a lot of work and people didn't watch them.
I think you still have footage of that one
Wilson's Heart?
with VR one.
I still have footage of it.
I wanted you to get that up.
Okay.
Just to finish it. We never finished any. I never finished my Mortal Kombat or my Resident Evil.
I have all the Near Dark games. I have Man of Medan. I have Little Hope. I have House of Ashes. And Lols and I are super excited for The Devil in Me because that looks awesome. And I think they're going to go an extra mile with it because it's supposed to be the finale of the first season. So I am so excited for that one.
Ooh, the one we did finish was Doki Doki Literature Club.
We did finish it. That was super fun.
And I think Build a Frankenstein Boyfriend or something.
Oh, yeah.
Those type of ones we finished where you just like...
they were short.
You read it instead, like of really play it. You just kind of read it out loud.
Good night, Manos.
See ya. The master will be pleased.
That's awesome, Moonlight. Yeah, maybe we'll do, like, I don't know, a Twitch thing sometime. I don't know.
Yeah, we tried Twitch, but maybe we'll give it a shot sometime again. I don't know.
Maybe.
It was kind of weird because nobody was watching. So then we went back to played it on our YouTube, which people watched, but it still wasn't that popular.
If you guys really want to see gaming content, I guess so.
Yeah.
Horror anime. I like Hellsing. I like Perfect Blue.
I'd say the first 2 seasons of JoJo are horror anime.
I like Supernatural, the anime.
Because they have all the vampires and stuff, but then it becomes more of a weird fighting one. Horror anime. Well, yeah.
Vampire Hunter D.
Vampire Hunter D is good. Yeah. Blood, the Last Vampire, the movie.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
The movie. There's a show later, but the movie was amazing. It's basically Japanese Buffy. It was right.
All right, sir. You have now been streaming an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's time to call. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Leprechaun's Game is still $10 at Walmart. Yes, I feel ripped off. And she's still making those movies. She made those fucking, 4 of those Scarecrow movies, and I think there's a second Leprechaun movie now.
You better buy all of them.
No,
You better.
I even sold it already, the Leprechaun movie. I threw it into the pits of hell.
Yeah, Zach, I don't get ASMR, but I have a lot of friends who are into it. Some people say it gives you, a tingle. I don't know. It doesn't work for me, but for the people who does, I'm happy for them.
Yeah, everybody takes everything differently.
I did like the VR game Rush of Blood Moonlight. That one's really fun. And the roller coaster stuff, it really does work.
But Zach, get a hold of me about coming to town here because we got some short films to plan out.
All right.
Well, thanks for coming down and talking horror with us because we love to talk horror. Even though we didn't have much to go off of, just to do this randomly, and I appreciate you guys showing up and talking to us.
Sometimes the random streams are the best streams.
It's when you're gonna hear about things going up people's butts and dongs being cut off and stuff.
It's a little raunchy, but we're just being real. We're just being real with you guys.
Right.
So hopefully we'll do this again soon. It was so much fun hanging out with you guys. You can ring the notification bell to be notified when Danny goes live again, and you can always find me on Gory B Movie, my very own channel where I have my own streams.
And let me know who you would specifically, if anybody else in the horror tube that you would like me to have on as a guest, or topics you'd like me to stream about, because I would definitely like to do more streams. But just let me know what you'd want to see.
You should have Moonlight Devil on here.
Yeah, why not?
Sweet. All right. Bye-bye.
Cut.